chill. What the hell is going on? I just want to chill. But it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind? Now you're frowning like I did something wrong. I just want to chill, that's all. You frown, I have to ask why. But you want us to go to a room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby. She dragged me to the room.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the voice of FX Adventure, and I want to say good morning to each and every one of you that is joining live currently. And if you're old viewer or you just coming across this video for the first time, well, if you look at your screen, you can see exactly what is going on here. Okay, so basically what we do is we take our time to jump into the financial market pretty much to decode, understand, analyze, and pretty much also execute trades if we find any. But largely, we spend time every day from Monday to Fridays, morning section and afternoon section. Whenever we gather here on our live stream, we basically analyze the chart, see what works, share ideas, and also execute any trading opportunity we see depending on how we see it. Okay, so before we continue, I want to say good morning to each and every one of you, most especially if you're joining from the same time zone as I am. Currently wishing you guys all the way from West Africa. So if you're sharing the same time zone with me, obviously it's going to be morning on your side, and that's why I'm saying good morning, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. All right, but assume you're not in the same time zone with me, then that's pretty much it. I will say good day to you. I'll say good day to you, and I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Okay, so this is Monday, and ideally we'll kick off by looking at the major pairs, and from there we will trickle down to the um, metals, the minerals, and the likes of maybe gold, and also we'll look at the U.S. oil. And as time goes on and as the day develops, we'll also take our time to look at S&P 500. Largely, if you look at my watch list, you'll see a couple of currency pairs there that would all look at this morning. All right. So, but like I said, or like I pointed out, we'll kick off by looking at Euro USD. Okay. So if you look at the chart, you see a couple of drawings that is lying around there. Okay. You see a couple of drawings that is lying around there, and I would give some introduction around it before we head straight into it. Okay. So the blue line you see there is obviously the zigzag tool on trading view. I'm using it to get some the swings, the trends that price is currently trading with. All right, so that's that for me on that tool there. Okay, and you can see from here we can see an obvious high. I just want to see if this high was taken out. Okay, the high got swiped there. All right, mind you, I'm currently looking at the 15-minute time frame. So if you want to join, and if you want to see the same thing, or you want to join me and you want us to be looking at the same chart, it would be nice to calibrate your chart to be on the 15-minute time frame. All right, remember we are currently looking at Euro USD. Okay, and from the look of things, I can see a couple of top and bottom are that the price is trading currently in. Okay, here is a top. Just mark here as top. And I'll mark this one as bottom. I'll mark this guy as bottom. All right, so if you pay attention, close attention to what price did here, you can see for sure after dropping a high here, this was the low. We can see that the price used in putting up that high there. Then right after that, you can see price literally sold off back to this zone right here. Okay, that's what price literally did here. Price came down, sold all the way here, then rallied back up again into that zone. But generally, the market structure we can depict from the simple move that we can obviously see from the zigzag move here. You would pretty much see that there was a change of structure here. Okay, because when price came down here, it broke this low that price used in setting up that new high. All right, so largely I can speculate on the 15-minute time frame, and the current price we are looking at is currently trading in a range, and the general market structure is bearish, although I might have other opinion around that, but largely just looking at what we can see on the chart. So we don't need to overanalyze it. There's no need to overanalyze it, in my own opinion. All right, so the best thing is find out what the price is doing, record it, and observe further and see what's best higher probable option we can depict from what price is doing, and would largely focus on that, right? So one thing we've been able to ascertain on Euro USD is the fact that price gave a very nice swing here, dropped the high, coming back down, taking that previous low, giving us a new bottom there, which you can see we've already marked that out. Okay, we've already marked that out, and you can see currently price is currently trading inside the range we were able to depict. Okay, so right now my opinion is if we get a reversal, all right, it's very important that you get what I'm trying to say now. All right, if we get a reversal pattern before price takes out that top, all right, would might enter the trade. All right, that is only if we get a reversal. All right, reversal can look like so many things, but largely it will look something like this. I'm going to draw some more smaller patterns here. Okay, might look something like this. Okay, then when price comes down, maybe do something like that. I don't know. Then we can try to take the back down. Okay. But for now, this is just us coming up with a story of what we think price might do. All right. But largely, we're able to see what price is intending to do, so we can focus on that and see how we can leverage that and see if we can get an entry, um, possibly. All right. But for now, we'll take a chill pill on that and see what price is going to do further on Euro USD. All right. So the overall market condition for us there is obviously, like I pointed out, judging from the zigzag drawing there, the swings that the zigzag has been able to draw out for us, you can pretty much see the current range the price is trading in. All right, like I always say, I use the 15-minute time frame, so it's also very important that we take note of that. Okay. All right, so let's head over to the British pound USD, or rather let's touch base on the DXY before we move further to the British pound USD. All right. So here on DXY, you can see a couple of drawings here looking quite similar to what we saw on Euro USD, but largely you can see that let me see, just want to be sure. I want to be sure that we have all the important swings covered. Okay, it's extremely important we get to see that. Okay. Sky is the top. It came immediately there. Swipe it before coming back down. This was the low. Okay, that low got taken out. So currently you can see this huge range here. Price successfully broken out of it. Yes, it did. If you consider this top here, price broke out from that top here. So this is the new low, and that's the new top. Okay, so I'm going to mark this out. I'm going to mark this guy here, and I'll mark this guy here. Okay, that's the bottom, that's the top. And coming in, you can see price is currently trading in that range, and generally it's looking like DXY is currently in a bullish structured price. Okay, price structure is looking bullish, but currently you can see price in on the internal structure of this bigger swing that you see price is gradually coming back down. Okay, it's gradually coming back down. All right, so that's the idea here. That's the idea here. So this very massive sell-off here. Okay, that's the idea there. Because we are using the zigzag like I pointed out, and the settings I have on the zigzag, I purposely added it to cover a more wider range of the swing. You can also always adjust it to maybe give you the smaller swings that you see, but I purposely left it on the bigger swings so that we can get a more holistic idea of what the trend is looking like on a bigger move. Okay, so with that we can use that to decide on what we want to trade, or how we can align ourselves to what we should trade on. All right, So we have some internal structures coming in there, but the general outlook for me, my opinion, is still somewhat bullish. But on the second thought, I don't know. Let me adjust this zigzag just a little bit. So you can see I'm using a deviation of 1 and a 5. 5 means the number of candles the zigzag would use in plotting the zigzag line on our chart. The deviation here is basically the what do you call it? Is the swings that should be captured and all. So I'm using 1. It can be lower than 1. If I should reduce this a little bit, you'll see now. Let me make it 0 0.5. Okay, nothing happens. I reduce it to this. You see this, all right? Yeah, you see now the zigzag now is now covering each and every move we see inside there. Okay, so that's something you can do. So I'm just trying to show you guys the reason why you see that zigzag is covering a more wider range of what price is doing. Okay, but ideally, or maybe you can also decide to calibrate it to show you a more of the internal swings. As you can see, each swing here price is covering each and every swing you see inside of it. All right, you can see that currently. And yeah, come to think of it, I think maybe I might use this, or maybe I'll leave it here. Okay, let's use the smaller swing. All right, but the bigger swing also is good. As you guys can see here in the smaller swing, it looks, it's a lot of noise. All right, it's a lot of noise, but I can smooth it out by just coming here and making this 1. All right, once I make it 1, it will smooth out all of that and give me the general trend as it's looking like a more smoother trend, I mean to say. So I don't get the chart doesn't get so noisy with a lot of swings and everywhere. I don't know if you get my point. Okay, so but like I said, largely you can see that we are currently trading in this range. Okay, we are currently trading in that range. So what I'm going to do is remember, like I told you guys, it's always a battlefield. So we need to know um where are the bulls and where are the bears. Okay, so we normally draw this. The middle point there is there. That's the middle point there. Okay, that's the middle point there, and you can see just by getting that middle point, you see that's the middle point where the price is always getting rejected from. All right, remember I told you guys this price is in on DXY is in a bullish structured price, and I already showed you guys how you can trace it. Once you start tracing it with all these swings you see here, you would largely see that the low that price used in taking out that high, the initial high here, was this one. All right, so just by price bouncing from there, we set a new top there. Okay, but since after setting that top, you can see price rejected down and has been trading currently in that zone, currently in that zone. Okay, and you can see if you take a sell from the top half of this swing, it's a good place to take a sell because that's where the bears will largely try to be at, because they don't want the bulls to continue buying. And for the bulls, where they would largely will be interested to take the market will be when the market is trading below that PDRA, or you can call it the half of that range that price is currently trading in. Okay, so driving this to the current price and what the current price is doing. So for me, I think we are in a good place to anticipate a buy. So if we see a setup that is going to give us a buy on DXY, we will we would want to take it. All right, we will want to take it. That is that for DXY. And already for you guys that have been joining my live stream, you for you guys that have been joining my live stream, you can pretty much tell that when I say we are bullish on DXY, you already know what we expect in the major pairs. All right, you already know what we expect in the major pairs. So, but I'll still spill the beans in case you don't know. All right. So what we expect in the major pairs will be a sell. All right. Remember, I tell you guys, if DXY is buying, expect the other pairs to be selling. All right. So if DXY is buying, expect the other major pairs to be selling. Reverse is the other one. If the DXY is selling, expect the major pairs to be buying. All right. So just by looking at DXY and the position where DXY is at, I think and I strongly believe the right thing we should be expecting will be a buy. All right. If you look at the chart here, you see a couple of drawings I have here. And if you notice, the drawings that I have below the half of that zigzag line, you will notice that there are some attempts to for a sell that failed. Here there was an attempt to a sell, it was a failure. Here there was an attempt to a sell, it was a failure. Here also there was an attempt to a sell, it was a failure. Here also, okay, this one was, I think this one is leaning more on the buy, but they'll work out on that. This one was leaning more on the buy, but the buy is at the midpoint, which is we should avoid that. So you see, so it's good to get all those levels. All right. So if you're able to get the level which is the midpoint, the PDRA, they call it the PDRA. I think there is I think I should have a material around this. I'll check in my system. So once I find it, think I'm going to share it with you guys. Okay, the material I have for that, it's actually a PDF. All right, the material that explains market structure, the PD array, and some of those important things that you guys see me use here on the live stream. All right, so largely for me, where DXY is in a good position for us to buy it. And if you translate that to the major pair, that means we should be looking for a sell on the major pairs. Okay, we should be looking for a sell on the major pairs. Okay, so but we'll give it time. We'll see what price is going to do further on that one. Okay, but yeah, that's that on this guy, to be frank with you guys. So let's head on to the British Pound USD. We've already talked about the Euro USD. We've already looked at DXY. All right. So now we have an idea of what we expect. So DXY, just to reiterate again, from what I picked out is this is the low, this is the top. All right. I don't know if I can make this guy bolder. All right. Maybe I can make that line bolder. Okay. So you guys can see it clearly. All right. I'll make this guy bold also. So those are the top and the bottom. We also have this guy, which is the midpoint. Let me make it bold. Okay, so I'm going to target the top. Attack this the bottom. Ferran, good morning. I see you. I see you. Good morning. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, my bro. Yeah, okay. We're currently looking at the major pairs around me. To answer your question on which pairs are we looking at now? We kicked off with Euro USD. Currently, when you drop this chart, we are currently looking at DXY, middle point. I call this middle point. All right. I would have wanted a more interesting name to label those our um, um, horizontal rays. Okay, what I'll call it a midpoint. I remember the last time we met when I was explaining the whole PDRA thing. I used some analogy from the World War One. You know, I remember saying that the top part of it was, I think, the Russia, or the bottom part was Russia, the top was Germany. Okay, so we can also use that analogy of it being a World War One battlefield, if that's the case. Okay, you know, because it's always a battle. All right, it's always a battle between the bulls and the bears. Okay, I always say that the bulls are trying to win the war, the bears are trying to win the war. So the battlefield is the chart. When you come to the chart, you see the battlefield, and just by looking at DXY, we've been able to speculate. I will use the word speculate for which is, I think, is the right word. We are speculating what part or what ground or what territory does the bulls control, and what territory does the bears control. And from that, we would know what is the right place we should expect to make some certain decisions. Okay, so that's the thing about that. But with the understanding of the general trend, of the general direction of what price is doing, we would also use that to calibrate ourselves and make sure we are actually trading around the right, point and the right places. Okay, so with that said, also uh let's align ourselves properly. All right, so yeah, that's that for DXY. Let's not overflow the issue there, but I think we've gotten what we want on DXY. Let's go over to GBP, British Pound USD. Okay, on British Pound USD, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, okay. It's obvious we can see a low here. Okay, we can mark it out. We can see a low here, and we can see a top here. All right, but for me to confirm this top, I need to look uh, a little bit in the previous price. Did that top take out this top? Okay, maybe it did, just slightly there, but I will zoom in to see it properly there. I want to be sure. Okay, yeah, it took it out there. It took it out there. So this is the new high. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. So with that, I think we can get the top there. So this top was taken out, and this was the low that the price used in taking out that top there, which is very fine and good. All right, we don't need to pay much attention to what price did here. Already we can see what price did. If you look at this also, you will see here, right here now, you see. Let me show you something now. Let me show you something. If I'm taking consideration of when price was trading here, what do you see? What do you see, guys? When price was trading on this particular range here, you see price try to come back. Where do you see it rejecting from? That middle point. All right, immediately price reached that middle point, they got rejected, taking the price all the way down again. All right, and mind you, what I'll be aiming for this week, for the guys that have been joining me, last month wasn't the best month for us because of the obvious reason that the setup where we saw lesser setups, and also we tried to in my opinion, I tried to find out ways I can improve or make the strategy to allow me to take more trades. So we tried a couple of things last month, which obviously didn't work out, and which means when I did my back testing, coming into this month, largely I'll be going back to basis. And what do I mean by I'll be going back to basis? That same setup we've been using from the previous month and last month inclusive. We'll go back to it, all right, which is basically the quarter. I use quarter a lot, which we'll be going back to it, or we didn't change it anyway, but we'll still be using it. But uh, I'm going to be introducing this zigzag tool in order to filter out a lot of things. So what I would envision for this month will be, this month is going to be more of a precise setup rather than quantity setup. And what I mean is that we might end up taking lesser trades this month, but those trades, any trade we're going to take has to be um, very, very highly um, attractive setups. Okay, so we are not going to be trading based on okay, we'll make some adjustments, or make some or give room for taking chances. No, this month is more like if we I'm trying to see the perfect uh, uh, way I'm going to explain this so that you guys can understand it fully. If you watch anime and you watch Demon Slayer, there's this guy they call Zenitsu. Is he right? Yeah, Zenitsu. Yeah, Zenitsu. There's this guy they call Zenitsu. And if you're a fan of anime and you watch Demon Slayer, you pretty much understand that uh, they are fighting demons, all right, and they have the Hashiras. The Hashiras are the guys that have special power to fight, the strong guys that fight those demons, right? And there are levels of skills that they have, all right? And those skills can range from 1 to 10 to as more skill as the individual can get. But one thing about Zeniski is that he knows only one skill. It doesn't, just one skill. All right. Others have one skill, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Some have up to 10. But Zeniski has only one. And when his master was yeah. Do you mean Zenis? Yeah, yeah, Zenitsu. I don't know if it's Zenitsu or, but yeah. Once you type Demon Slayer, it's I'm not pronouncing. I know I'm not pronouncing it 100% right, but if you check on Demon Slayer, you will know about the guy I'm talking about. All right, he knows only one skill. He knows only one skill, and his master told him something. He said to him, "It's not you knowing a lot of skills. All right, that if you can know one skill, master that skill, be a master of that Zenitsu, yeah, Zenitsu, yeah, 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 Ferrami, yeah, that's the guy. Um, if you know one skill and you master that skill and you're mastering that skill, that you are still going to be better than somebody that knows 10 skills, okay? And in that anime, the guy exactly is like that. And to be quite frank with you, he's not the main character. The main character in there is Tanjiro, and maybe yeah, is the main character there. Thank you. Yeah, the guy with the yellow golden hair. Thank you, Ferrami. Exactly. I love that guy. He's one of my best character there in Demon Slayer. And Yeah, I wouldn't want to go into too much detail because we are not here to discuss animes, but I'm just trying to drive home a point, picking out some points from that current anime. And the point I'm trying to make is that if we know only one setup and that setup, we master that setup, we can only decide to focus on that setup without, paying attention to any other setup we see. Okay, the point is that going into this month right now, we might end up having lesser trades just because we are focusing on one setup, which is fine. Okay, if we can prioritize quality against quantity, which is what I always say, but in this sense now, this month that we are going in, we are literally going to practice it that way. All right, so there will be more of quality trades. Thank you. Ferrami, I think you're an anime fan too, because that was the statement here. I fear not the man who has mastered 10,000 kicks, but I fear the man who has mastered one kick 10,000 times. Exactly. Thank you, my brother, for that statement. So you guys can see the summary of basically what I'm just trying to say. All right. Let's master one setup 10,000 times rather than trying to have 10,000 setup and we are trying to master all those setup, right? But if we have one setup and we master it 10,000 times, it means even if we are sleeping, even if you are even if you are dreaming, even if you are sleepwalking, if they tell you, if they wake you up and say, look at this setup, what should we do? Yeah, you already know what to do. All right, you already know what to do. Yeah, if around me, I can see that. I can see that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I love anime, and it's not like I know some of my colleagues and my friends. They'll be like, what's an old man like me so much interested in watching cartoons? I tell them you don't understand what you're missing until you give it a try. Right? Until you give it a try. One thing I like about animes is you can learn a lot from it. In as much as, yeah, there are actions and there are some goofy ones. I'm not saying that all of them drives home a point, but majority of the animes, if you watch it with clear minds, it's for me it's really insightful. And the guys that write the stories in animes, I really say kudos to them because their stories are deep and yeah, yeah, yeah. Anime is not for kids, so I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree on that. But when people that don't watch anime, they see you watching it, they'll be like, they'll feel like you're watching things that are meant for kids because generally everybody thinks that when you watch something that has to do with cartoon, they feel like it's childish and you shouldn't be doing that. But in anime, is opposite is the difference. Uh, you know. So yeah, that's that about that. So Ferrami totally understands what I'm trying to say. So let's just try and master a setup 10,000 times, and um, with that we can now see how we can use that to our leverage. Okay, Ferrami said they don't understand, and that's fine. So people fear ostracize. Yeah, what they don't understand. Exactly, exactly, exactly. True, true. I agree. I've actually been in a place where people are actually arguing and they are saying that Forex is a scam. And I'm like, I don't understand. How can you say Forex is a scam? Something that has been there since time. It's been a long time. Forex dates back as in the 90. I don't know. I think I have to research on that, but I know it dates back beyond the 90s. You know. So people has been engaging in it, and I know a couple of people that make money from it, and so like you said, yeah, what people don't understand, of course, they will criticize. Okay, so the same thing here. Just getting out the important levels we should look out for, right? So here, obviously, is still the top. Maybe that's what we are going to do this morning. We'll just keep it simple. Like, there's no need for us to um, over analyze things. All right, we'll just get to the chart, pick out the important levels we want, which we are currently doing now. Okay, so this is on British pound USD. All right, here is the bottom that we can see. Mind you, if you're wondering, the tool you are seeing there, that blue things you're seeing is the zigzag. It is there in trading view. You can always switch it on and see for yourself. All right, so you already know why I have this to be the bottom. You already know why I have this to be the top. I think I said it before. I told you guys a little story around anime and all of that. So that's that for that. Let's touch base on gold. Let's touch base on gold. All right. Let's touch base on gold. Gold is currently buying like crazy. It's buying like crazy. All right, which is fine. Um, oof. I just want to see what's going on DXY. Okay, DXY is just strolling down. It's just going down and down and down and down. We'll see what will happen though. We still have that bottom. If that bottom is taken out and price closes below it, of course, we would adjust our drawings to fit in on the new market structure. But for now, we are still in that range, so nothing to change on that one. Let's get back to gold. Okay. So right here on gold, you can see the zigzag structure coming in there. I'm going to delete all the drawings here. Just have a clean chart. We'll just leave tools out. Obviously, I don't think I need to spend much time here. We can see the current range at price is trading on gold. If we start from here, let's start from here because I like to start from the previous structures because the previous structure is what you use to get the newer ones. Okay, so on the previous structure, that's the top at the bottom there, so we need to come here. Okay, now we came here, you can see that top got broken out here. So now what we can do is we'll move this guy here. This is now the new bottom. Okay, this was the initial top, but that top is already violated, so we need to get the new top, of which you can see where price is currently trading now will be the new top. Okay, so we'll keep on adjusting the top though. Mind you, we'll keep on adjusting the top until the top taps out. All right, but for now, that's the top there. Until the top taps out, we'll keep on adjusting the top. We can't get a middle point. Do you know why? The reason why is if I should draw out and measure out the midpoint, if price keeps on trading up, that midpoint is no more valid because it means we have a new top, a new top, a new top, a new top. So when we'll only come back here to get the middle point when we are sure that the market has dropped a new top and maybe price is now trading within that range. And what I mean by within that range is price is now trading within the bottom and the top part of things. Okay, so that's why I will just leave this guy to be the top for now, but largely I will not be making extra drawings here or on gold. Okay, that's that for gold. All right, let's touch base on USD JPY. I'll still touch base at the USD Canadian dollar. We had a trade on Friday on Canadian dollar USD, which for some reason was interesting. It was an interesting one. Okay, but let's see what's going on here first of all. Okay, I can see a bigger swing here. All right, so let's mark this out to be a low for starters. This will be a bottom here, and here will be a top. Let's look in there. Okay, okay. You see, price came from the bottom. So if we are taking this as the current range, while being in this range, the price structure is still bullish. Okay, while being in that range, you can see, for me, in my opinion, the price structure is still bullish. All right, we can also see that there are some internal, structure that you see going on here, but all of them are trading in that range. Okay, so just like we did for the other guys, would would pull out the middle point. All right, let's pull out the middle point, just like you know how we do it. You draw it from bottom back to the top there, and we'll get another line to get the midpoint, and the midpoint will be right there. Okay, so we'll label this one also. All right, call this the top, then we'll call this the bottom. No, sorry, no, this is not the bottom, this is the middle point. Sorry, the middle point, where the fights, that's the territory where the bulls and the bears, they share that territory. So if you notice, whenever price comes in that point, it's either price changes direction. All right, you see, price came down, came into that midpoint, they sold it off, it came back here, the bulls tried to buy it back again, it entered into the uh, or I'll call here the bears, because the bears are here, the bears are lying above here, the bulls are lying below. So if we are still using the analogy of the World War I, hmm, okay, the bears will be Germany. Let's call Germans the bears. The bulls are Russians. Okay, so the Russia is below here, the Germans are above here. All right. So see, the bulls buy back up. Immediately they're entering into the territory of the Germans, which is the bears. They sold it off. The bulls tried again to buy it back up again into that zone. The Germans sold it up, which is the bears. The Russians, the bulls again, try to buy it back up again. And yeah, you can see literally market is still trading in that range right there. Okay, so I'm going to remove some of the drawings initial. Okay, I'm not going to remove the initial drawing, because if I remove it, it's going to remove these ones we have here, so we'll just leave it alone. All right, so just by looking at where price is currently trading on USD JPY, we can already see that we are currently in the bullish part of things. So we expect price to reverse. If we get a reversal for a buy, that's exactly what we'll be looking out for here. Okay, so pay attention on USD JPY. If we start to get a reversal for a buy, we will be largely interested to jump on that. Okay, so that is that about that. I think we've largely covered all the major pairs. I think the only thing that is remaining is Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar USD. I think that's the only thing that is currently remaining. In the meantime, I have a couple of messages I need to respond to. Um, a couple of messages I need to respond to.
Why? Why? Why you wanna take me out at night? Baby. You gotta take easy, you're killing me. I say, baby. You gotta take it easy on me. I called you so we can chill, but now
Oh
you
god.
don't want to chill. What the hell is going on? I just want to chill, but it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind?
Okay, coming back to it. Yeah, so I'm back, guys. I'm back. The code is actually, I don't know, my voice is not so clear. It's cracky, and I hope it's not affecting you guys. But yeah, so I've already given you guys what I'm expecting on USD JPY. Okay, if we see a reversal pattern showing up on USD JPY, we would want to jump on it. Okay, also if we see a reversal of this buy that is happening here, we would largely want to sell. All right, so far price doesn't take out that top. Okay, if we get a reversal on euro USD on a sell, we would largely sell off the market. Okay, but yeah, that's our view on that. Let's touch base on Aussie dollar, and I think with that, with Aussie dollar, that means we've pretty much looked at all the major pairs, and also has looked at gold. I think what's remaining is U.S. oil and what's the other one? S&P 500. Okay, so let's see what's going on here on Aussie dollar USD. All right, on Aussie dollar USD, I'm just going back in time to get all the directions we see here. Okay, we have the top there, and we have the bottom here. Okay, so we'll work with this. Let me go back to see maybe if there is a bigger range that the market is using to control. This top is already taken out, so yeah, so this is the top. Initially this was the bottom that gave that top. You can see market later came down to take it out, so thereby this guy being the new bottom. Okay, thereby that guy being the new bottom, and you can see price has been trading in that range. Okay, so price came here and swiped. All right, so this guy is no longer the controlling top. That guy is no more the controlling top, so we'll bring it here. This is now the top that's controlling price. Obviously this will now be the new low. Okay, then we bring it to the current price. So yeah, so with this we've been able to determine what range the price is currently trading at, and you can see that this top only was used to break that low. So that means the market general market structure here on Aussie dollar USD is looking is on a bearish market structure. All right, it's on a bearish market structure. just like we did for the other guys. We'll just get the middle point just to have an idea the boundary that the bulls and the bears are sharing. Okay, so we just overlay it like that, and we'll draw out the midpoint, which is right there. Okay, that's the midpoint there. We can remove this now. So you can see the current range Australian dollar USD is currently trading in. From what I see here, market is still ranging. Would be nice to see them take out that there, something like that, something like this will be fair enough. Take out that top here, maybe come back down for us to take it back to that boundary. All right, for that they will have to go back to the boundary. All right, then from that boundary we can expect the bulls to come back to start, trying to chase the market back up. All right, yeah, but for now we'll take a chill pill and watch price to develop more on that before we can make a decision on that one. Okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's label out our drawings here, and with that, I think we've pretty much picked out the important levels we need, and we also have an idea of what we expect from price. And all we need to do now is to fold our arms and wait and see how price develops. All right, remember, if we get a reversal on a sell on Aussie dollar USD, it would be nice to sell the market. Same thing on Euro USD, same thing on British Pound USD. Remember, all of them are of. Okay, I don't have the middle point. Okay, yeah, I have the middle point here. Okay, yeah, that's the middle point there. Okay, so you see, all the major pairs are currently looking quite similar. All right, which we are not surprised. All right, we know the reason why they are looking similar. All right, and we are not surprised about it. Um, so that's it. That's it. If you guys want me to look at any other pair, okay, yeah, we've not looked at BTC USD. Let's look at the crypto world. All right, let's step into the crypto world and see what's going um, on British Pound USD. On British Pound USD, no, not British Pound, BTC. My God, BTC, not British Pound, please. BTC. On BTC USD, um, let's see. Well, one thing I see is obvious. You can see the market is in a bearish trend, series of higher, lower highs and lower low. Okay, series of lower highs and lower low. Hello, Mayor. Good morning. How you doing, man? Hope you had a wonderful weekend. So on the BTC part of things, you can see series of lower highs and lower low. This is the last low the market dropped before you can see price trying to come back up again. And just like we did for the other guys, we'll just get the midpoint also. Okay, we'll just get the midpoint also. Okay, Mayor, to answer your question, Margie, we've pretty much had a look at all the pairs we have in our watch list, ranging from Euro USD, British Pound USD. We've also looked at the DXY. We've looked at gold. I think you like gold, so we've also looked at gold. We've looked at USD JPY. Um, we pretty much covered all the pairs we normally trade here on the live stream. But if you have anyone you want us to look at, we can help you to look at it. Okay. But we already have an idea of what we are expecting from price, and we've pretty much labeled out the important levels that we should pay attention to. This one is on BTC USD, so these are the levels I can see, judging from the, of course, the zigzag tool there. Okay, judging from the zigzag tool there, we've been able to get the top, the bottom, the midpoint. Okay, so sorry, let's see how that goes. But for now, if I'm going to pay attention to more or to one or two currency pairs, I think I am drawn towards what Euro USD is doing. Okay, I'll pay more attention to what Euro USD is doing. I also think the British Pound USD is also aligned. Okay, it's looking quite similar to um, it's looking quite similar to what Euro USD is doing. Okay, so I'll pay close attention to those guys. Um, I like where Euro USD is almost about to take out that top, which means it's trading more deeper compared to British Pound and other guys. All right, so you see British Pound top is still far from where price is, and same thing with Aussie dollar. If you go to Aussie dollar, you see that the top is still somewhat far from where price is currently trading at. If you compare that to Euro USD, you see that Euro USD is almost close to its own top. All right, and of course you can see the swing there. Its own top is very close to it. So it's a question of which one should we take. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at DXY, and you can see that DXY bottom is still far. So I think if I'm comparing the price actions in the major pairs, the guy that I would say that largely is a much more closer to what DXY is doing is British pound. Okay, just by looking at the where the top is and where the current price is at. Okay, so that's why I would largely say I think I'll be leaning towards British pound more for a reversal setup compared to a Euro USD. Okay, because you can see Euro USD is almost about to take out that top. Remember, we are trying to find a pair that aligns itself more sorry, that aligns itself more to what TXY is doing. Okay, for the guys that have been joining my live stream, they know that's how we trade here. We always look at DXY, trying to find what major pair is more aligned to what DXY is doing. And you all know that we've experienced it live here on the live streaming section, where DXY is always the guy holding every other guy at ransom. All right. So for me, I think there is more alignment to British Pound USD. There is even more alignment towards Aussie Dollar USD. I like the way Aussie Dollar USD is looking. All right, but the only issue I have with it is I need them to take out this high. There is a internal high here. I would want price to take out. All right. And the reason is because on DXY has already done that part, but Aussie dollar is yet to do it. So I would want Aussie dollar to take out that top. Then maybe we can expect that reversal to come into play for price to go down. But I think the best setup for me, the guy that is well aligned so far and is looking interesting for me is British Pound USD. So I'm leaning more on British pound USD. All right, so to to pick out the pair we'll be trading, if we see a complete entry set up on it, is British pound USD. Just want to let you guys know that. Also, I'm keeping a close eye on USD JPY. Oh my goodness me, what am I doing here? Okay, okay, USD JPY, please. USD JPY. Thank God I had a look over that now. I think we are about to get the crossover we need. Okay, I like what I'm seeing here. Okay, I don't want to enter now. I'll wait for that confirmation entry, then I'll go for a buy on USD JPY. Remember I told you guys, if we see a reversal on USD JPY, we will take it. So if what I'll be doing now is, if we see a crossover, uh is it the yellow line again, or is it the, yeah, brown line, yellow line, I don't know, orange line is the 21 EMA, right? So if we have a crossover it, if the candle is able to break above it, close above it, I think we'll be looking for an entry right there. Okay, we'll be looking for an entry in there, and obviously it's going to be a buy. Obviously it's going to be a buy. All right, so how many minutes do we have for that candle to completely close? We have 9 minutes for that candle to completely close. So the ideal setup, if we have that, the candle is currently trading where we want it to. Price is currently trading where we want it to, which is fine. Yeah, USD JPY buy is looking more interesting now. Remember, we said if we see a reversal there on a buy, we will be going with it. So I like the way it's looking now. All right, so I have 96 $96. I'm going to 96. Uh, is it divided by 10? Oh, give me $9 thereabouts. Okay. Let's see how much I'm going to risk on this one. All right. Maybe I might risk. What I have here is 96, so I'm going to risk these $6 points. All right. I'll risk $6 on this move here. I'll risk $6 on this move here. We still have like 8 minutes remaining for that candle to completely close. Okay. What slippage pips do we have here? Okay, it's 1 pip on USD JPY. So anything we are going to do here, we will mark out 1 pip for our stop loss. As a matter of fact, let's mark it out while we wait. One pip will be around there. Okay, we'll keep it there. I go for a buy. Of course, keep it. The stop loss will be there. Let's mark out the pips again from the last red candle there. That will keep us around there. If we go with a pending, okay, and of course we'll be keeping our entry there. Let's keep it slightly above there. Okay, let's keep it here. All right, so I'm going to remove these two. So this is what it's going to look like. So if I should take this trade here, I'll be risking about $5 or so. If I increase this, yeah, I think I like with the price there. So Mm, so what I need now is for price. We have 6 minutes remaining. Okay, we have 6 minutes to go. Not like it's remaining 6 minutes, but yeah, they're about. We have like 6 minutes to go on that guy. We have like 6 minutes to go. And you can see price is looking very good. It's trading above where we want it to be. So maybe we can take a sharp trade on that particular guy there. I'll be risking $6 on that. We have 6 minutes to go to risk $6. 6 minutes to take a $6 risk. All right, like where the market is trading at. I hope they will give us the pullback. I hope they will give us the pullback. There is no need for us to jump in like that. We'll wait for the pullback. Okay, we'll wait for the pullback. But this is looking very lucubious. Very very lucubious. Okay, let's see what we can do here right now. Yeah, it's exactly at that midpoint there. Okay, let me move this a little bit out. I want to get something out of it. So we expect price to come back. Oh my god, it's picking more speed and momentum. I hope we get the pullback. I hope we get the pullback. Because this guy is looking all very, 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 very like it's about to go down. I hope we get the pullback though. I hope we get the pullback. Okay, I'm seeing some other levels. Alright, 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 alright. Maybe somewhere there. Somewhere there will be okay. If we can get the pullback there, that would be nice. That would be nice. That would be nice. We have 4 minutes to go. We have 4 minutes to go. All right. So while we are waiting for that 4 minutes to elapse, let's have a look on British Pound USD. Okay, everything is just coming in together at once. Okay, so this guy now is we're having another sell off on British Pound USD. Remember I told you guys we anticipate that. Okay, we anticipate that. All right. Very interested now. Okay, we have 3 minutes to go. I think where USD JPY is currently now is looking good. It's looking good. All we are going to be hoping for now is for the pullback to occur so that it can pick up this pending entry here. Okay, this pending entry here. We have a pending entry we are anticipating here. You can see the price levels I have there. Here is the stop loss. I'm intending that price will trade back down to pick our order around there. Okay, so let's see how that is going to pan out. While we're also doing that, we're also keeping tabs on British Pound USD. Remember I told you guys we are anticipating for a sell on this guy. Okay, if we are to, let me see, I don't know if we have a crossover yet. I don't want to switch this. I'll wait for this candle to completely print. We have 2 minutes remaining for that, and then we can look at what's going on British Pound USD. But look at that. That sell-off is coming in the way we want it, and yeah, it's picking more momentum, guys. It's seriously selling off now. All right, USD JPY. Let's see. It's picking more momentum like never before. Like never before. Like never before. So I just I'll keep on adjusting until I get the perfect entry. You see the way I'm just overlaying, trying to find out where we are going to get this pullback in. The initial one was low there, but now where the price is currently trading at, I'm beginning to change my mind. So I'll use this guy. I'll use this guy as my entry point. Let me see what my fib is going to do. If I put my fib there, the 50% is around there. Okay, this one is it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We have less than a minute to go now. We have less than a minute to go. Price is currently trading where we want it to. Less than a minute to go, guys. Okay, well, I like the leg up we have there on USD JPY, which is good. Anticipate a pullback. Anticipate a pullback. Only if that pullback comes in, that's when we will engage. Only then we will engage. Only then we will engage. Alright, we have a complete candle closure there, which is fine and good. Let's also look at so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to place this one for now. Alright, I might adjust it much later, but I'm going to place this guy for now so that I can have a view on what ooh, I think this guy gave the pullback. Oh my god, what am I doing?
You're from I have to ask why, but you want us to go to room now.
Okay.
I don't want to go to the room, baby.
I like where British Pound USD is currently trading at. Okay, let's look at the excellence chart one more time on that. Okay.
Damn, my speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say
Okay.
this.
Let's see.
Go ahead, I have to pause.
Somewhat price failed to go below the 21 EMA somehow, just somehow, not so much. I want to see what the RSI is doing. Okay, RSI just touched the oversold and coming right back down. Okay, okay.
Why you want to freak me out?
Okay.
I see why. Why? Why you wanna take me out at night?
Okay. Let me see what this my guy is doing here. We want a pullback. Remember, we want a pullback here on USD JPY. I'm going to act like a lion. I don't want to chase everything at the same time. Let me concentrate on one. Once I'm done with that, we can move over to others. All right. I'm thinking of bringing my entry a little bit up, considering this big candle we have here. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. So it's set up like this on USD JPY. Might not be bad. Okay. Of course, we'll be keeping it somewhere there, considering the slippage and all of that. All right. Then of course we'll be aiming for our 2 to 1, which will keep us around there, thereabout. So this is what I might envision. Okay, yeah, I think it's a good one. I'm going to look out for this. I'm going to make some adjustments to my entry. I see. I see where I can get this guy from now. One to the low of that guy. Here's the JPY. I'm going to remove this guy. I have a pending order initially here, so I'm going to delete it because I want to place another one. Okay, I'll go for a buy. It's going to be a pending buy. All right, I want to be placing the pending to start from here. Okay, somewhere around there. All right, we can even keep it. Let's just keep it at the 21 EMA. Let's keep it at 21 EMA, right? All right. Of course, we'll get the stop loss also, but I'm going to measure out 1 pip because of the slippage. Alright. That'll be around there, thereabouts. Okay, so I'm going to add this here. The stop loss will be around there. Okay, the entry, I'm anticipating the entry, a pullback around that area there. Okay. Remember I want to risk fix $6 on this, so I'm going to reduce. So now I have an entry, a pending entry on the buy on USD JPY. Alright, so we need a pullback into that zone. We need a pullback into that zone there for our buy to take the packet back up. Okay, so that's what I anticipate here. Hopefully we'll get the pullback. So I have a pending order there. To whom it may concern, if you want to take that with me, you can do so, but it's not financial advice. Let's get over to here. All right, let's see what we have here. Here's the JPY, British pound, I mean to say. Price failed to close below, so I'm not going to rush that one. I'll take my time. I'll take my time on that one. Take my time on that one. Let me see what Euro USD is doing. Euro USD is trading about the 21 EMA. Nothing much is going on there. We are not going to decide anything on that. This guy is here to give the confirmation also, so we are not doing taking any action on that. This guy gave us a crossover that we needed. The question now is he going to pick our order? Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, still fine. We can't kill ourselves. Okay, let's look at DXY. On DXY standpoint, let's get the Phoebs. Okay, the pullback is coming in, but not yet at the point where we want it to be. We need them to pull back. At least 50% is around there, 30 something% is around there. So anywhere around this period area will be a good place to consider as a good pullback. And I think before price will reach the USD JPY, hopefully will be giving us that pullback we want. let me get the fib drawing here. Overlay this here. Overlay this to the top there. You can see price is not even at the 20 yet, so our entry is around the 38. All right, so if the pullback can get to the 38 level there, obviously our order will get triggered. Okay, and of course our stop loss is lying at that low there. So let's see if we're going to get an entry on that. I'm going to add an alert there. That's the least I can do.
I told you so can chill, but now you don't want to chill. What the hell's going on? I just want to chill, but it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind?
I hope I hope I get the pullback. I don't want to enter where price is currently at, although if you ask me, I think where price is currently at is fair enough. But yeah, I think we need that pullback. I'm not going to jump on it yet. I'm going to wait for that pullback to come in. Alright, so I already have my pending order there. To whom it may concern, I can overlay the price for you if you wish. I'll feel bad if, oh man, this price is leaving me behind.
But how do you go ahead? I have to pause. I'm sure I'm repeating the story again.
It's leaving me behind, people. Oh Jesus. So we have a pending order there. I'm going to put that, and
why you want to take me out? I see why you wanna take me out at night?
Of course, we'll be expecting our stop loss somewhere there. That's the stop loss there. Of course, you'll be aiming for a 2 to 1 will be around that top there, according to what I'm seeing here.
What the hell's going on? I just want to chill, but it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind? Now you're frowning like I did something wrong. I just want to chill, that's all.
Also, we'll be aiming for the TP, so I'm going to add that also here.
You frown, I have to ask why. Well, you want us to go to a room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby. She trapped me to the room.
So what we anticipate right now is for price to get back down, give us the pullback into that zone there. So if we can get a pullback into that zone, obviously our order will get triggered, and once that triggers, we'll be aiming to get up to that top there. All right, so the only thing that is holding us back now is the pullback, right? That's the only thing that is holding us back now. We just need a pullback to pick up our order for that buy, but largely I'm looking for that buy. I know I'm holding myself so much not to enter at the top there, because nothing is holding us from, you know, entering the position at that top there. All right, nothing is actually holding us from entering that position from that top there. But for us to get the best, I would say the best entry, but for us to get the entry based on the previous times we've been trading, we always wait for pullbacks. Everybody that has been joining my live stream knows that, okay? So there is no need for us to be changing it right now. Remember what I told you guys, this month is all about that one setup. We need to master it 10,000 times rather than mastering 10,000 setup at the same time. All right, so we would be disciplined enough to make sure we wait for that pullback. But do I think is a good place to enter now for that buy? I still think yes, it might still be a possibility. All right, but in order to bring up more stories to back up our claim, we can also say that a gap is being formed here. You see that gap? Oh man, I'll feel bad if I miss out on this entry though, because I think it's a very good entry. I think it's a very good entry. A gap is being formed there also. Alright, so maybe they might want to come back to that gap, pick the order and go up. I don't know whichever one they want to do. I don't know whichever one they want to do, but uh, I just hope they give us the pullback before they continue going. But if they don't give us the pullback, who am I? I can't do anything about that. Alright? My own is to come up with my plan, and I think this is a very good reversal pattern. Very good reversal pattern. This market is buying for me. The only reason I'm not on it yet is I'm waiting for a pullback. I'm waiting for the pullback. Let's look at British pound USD. Remember, we said we are keeping tabs on this guy here. Okay, price is still hovering around that area there. Let's look at if we've had a successful crossover in the 21 EMA. Price is yet to cross over the 21 EMA. You can see it failed an attempt here, but I think this time around price is going below it. Let's see what Euro USD is doing. Similar story, okay. But I think I'm more drawn to British pound, so I would like to see what British pound is going to do. Okay. Let's look at DXY.
Can you tell me what's in your mind? Now you frowning like I did something wrong. I just want chill, that's all.
Man,
You frown, I have to ask why. But you want us to go to room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby. She trapped me to the room.
all right, let's see.
Damn, my speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say this, it's hitting my soul, but I did go ahead, I have to pause. But I'm sure I'm repeating the story again. Why you want to take me sure I'm repeating the story again. Why?
Okay, British pound USD
Why you want to take me
is
out?
looking all fine and bougie now. Looking all fine and bougie now.
I say
Looking all
why?
fine and bougie now.
Why? Why
Okay,
you wanna take me out at
we
night?
have like 9 minutes to go on British pound USD. Remember, we are still interested in what British pound USD is doing.
Take easy,
I think we are in a good position to sell, but remember, I always want a pullback. Hopefully, they will give us the pullback we deserve. Hopefully, they will do that.
I called you so we can chill.
Our USD JPY,
Don't want to chill.
I don't know.
What the hell's
I was
going
waiting for a
on?
pullback, but I hope they will still give us the pullback. But from the way I'm seeing it, I don't think. I think the market is leaving us behind. I don't know if the pullback will still come in, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see. It's not yet late. Let's see. We just need a pullback into our entry. That's all. That's all we want. That's all we want on that one.
You're from, I have to ask why. But you
That's all we want on that particular move there. A pullback into our entry, then they can continue their buy.
Damn, my speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say this, it's hitting my soul, but I did go yeah, they have to pause. But I'm sure I'm repeating the story again. Why? Why you want to? Why you want to take me out? I see why. Why? Why you wanna take me out at night? Baby. You gotta take easy, you're killing me. I say, baby. You gotta take it easy on me. I called you so we can chill, but now you don't want to chill. What the hell is going on? I just want to chill, but it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind? Now you're frowning like I did something wrong. I just want to chill, that's all. You're from, I have to ask why. But you want us to go to the room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby. She dragged me to the room. Damn, my speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say this, it's hitting my soul, but I did go yeah, they have to pause. But I'm sure I'm repeating the story again. Why you want to? Why you want to I see why. Why you wanna take me out at night? Baby, you gotta take it easy, you're killing me. I say, baby, you gotta take it easy on me. I called you so we can chill, but now you don't want to chill. What the hell is going on? I just want to chill, but it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind? Now you're frowning like I did something wrong. I just want to chill, that's all. You frown, I have to ask why. But you want us to go to room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby. She trapped me to the room. Damn, my speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say this, it's pain in my soul, but I did go ahead, I have to pause, but I'm sure I'm repeating the story again. Why you want to take me out? I see why. Why you wanna take me out at night? Baby, you gotta take it easy, you're killing me. I say, baby, you gotta take it easy on me. I called you so we can chill, but now you don't want to chill. What the hell is going on? I just want to chill, but it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind? Now you're frowning like I did something wrong. I just want to chill, that's all. You frown, I have to ask why. But you want us to go to room now, but I don't want to go to the room, baby. She trapped me to the room. Damn, my speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to say this, it's pain in my soul, but I did go ahead, I have to pause, but I'm sure I'm repeating the story again.
Okay, well, just to give you guys an update, as you guys can see, we are still waiting for the pullback here on USD JPY, and we are still anticipating for price to get into that entry point. That is for that. Let's touch base on British Pound USD because I think we've pretty much covered all the things we need to do this morning.
I see why.
Some rejections is coming in here. Okay, now now I want to see what DXY is doing. Let's see what DXY is doing. Okay. Okay, some rejection came in, but not much on that compared to what GBP British pound is doing here. But let's see. We are not. There is no pending entry yet here on British pound USD. Our main pending entry is here on USD JPY. Okay, so we are still holding on this pending entry here. We'll keep on holding it until I think 9:30. So if we don't have a pullback before 9:30, we will pretty much delete the pending order. Okay, so we need a pullback to occur before 9:30. But if we don't have that pullback occur before 9:30, like we need price to trade down into our entry. If we don't get that before 9:30, guys, there is no need to keep on holding it. The only thing I would recommend is you delete it, then we'll wait for the afternoon section. There's no two ways about it. Okay, there's no two ways about it, and I hope that the guys that maybe wants to take this trade with me are here listening live, because I'm giving the information now. Although I'll still try and paste it in the Discord group for the guys that are there. And for the guys that are not in the Discord group, you can let me know so that I can send you the link to join. It's free, you don't pay for it. So yeah, that's basically what I would recommend on that particular one. All right, so we have from now till 9:30 for that pullback to occur. All right, if it doesn't occur before that time and it's 9:30 on the dot, immediately it's 9:30 on the dot and we don't have an entry, just gingerly, quietly go and delete that pending order. You can leave yours, I don't know, but if you're trading based on the actions and the decisions that I'm making, that's exactly what I'm going to do. All right, so we need a pullback to occur before 9:30, on or before 9:30. All right, after that time, no need to keep on holding that pending order, no need to keep on trying to have an entry based on the strategy we trade, based on the setup we trade, based on the rule book we follow. We shouldn't be trying to enter a price at that time. All right, so with that said, maybe we can spend a little bit more time here. Okay, which is fine, whichever one that works for you guys. I'm already awake, the day is already going. After this morning session, I still have some other works I need to do. So immediately after this live streaming section, I'll be heading off to do some of my own personal work, and I also make plans of coming back again on the afternoon to have the afternoon section with you guys. You guys already know that's what we do here. For the guys that are, that has been joining from day one. But if you are new here, um, that's what we do. Okay, so if you are new, just know that that's what we do. All right, that's how we do it here. So with that said, let's exercise a little bit more patience. I can close the stream here now and go ahead and do other things, but let's just wait and see how it plays out. All right, but I won't be talking much, and it's all about sitting down, be patient, see if we are going to get the pullback before the stipulated time that I made mention of, which is 9:30. And yeah, if you're joining live, I can see a couple of likes on the video, which is nice. Thank you for the guys that have been very, even without me asking, you already like the video. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the reason why we do this. If anytime I come in the live stream and I'm the only one here, I would lose motivation of coming to live stream. But when I come to live stream and I see that you guys are here, the few guys that are consistent that are here, You guys are the reason why I come here. All right. If I don't see anybody here, there is no need coming in here if there is nobody here, right? So I really appreciate each and every one of you that is making it possible and creating time to join. You guys are the MVP. You guys rock. I'm not saying it to patronize anybody, but I'm being honest with you guys. You guys are the reason that I still want to do this. All right. So if you're joining new, you're still welcome to the family. All you need to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification. That way you would always get notifications whenever we start live streaming like this. Okay. So that's it. Let's see if the pullback will come in before 9:30. I think that's it for me. I'm also anticipating a sell on GBP, but I don't know. I don't know if we're able to get a pullback on that because looking at GBP and Euro USD, They failed to close below the 21 EMA line. You can see there they failed. They failed there. Euro USD also failed to close below the 21 EMA as you can see right there on the chart. So that's the reason why you see me a little bit focused on what USD JPY is doing rather than spending time looking at British pound USD or Euro USD. Okay, I'm more interested on USD JPY because it has, you know, the price has given us some level of confirmations on what we expected price to do. All right, so the only thing that is remaining on this USD JPY trade or price is the pullback we've been expecting since after that breakout, since 8 o'clock. We've been waiting for a pullback on USD JPY. All right, so the only thing that is remaining for this guy to be an entry for us, because that's the only thing that is remaining. Every other thing has already played out. We are just waiting for the entry, for the price to tap into our entry zone. All right. So that's the only thing that is remaining on this particular setup. Another thing we can look out for is let me use the Fibonacci to see the 50% level. Let me know if I'm going to adjust my position again, maybe for the very last time before 9:30, to see if we are going to get that entry before 9:30. All right. So if I adjust this, you see the 50% level is almost close to that our entry. All right, it's almost close to it. So I think it's fair enough if we leave it there, or we can move our entry slightly above. Slightly above will keep us there. Okay, slightly above will keep us there. So if we are going to make some adjustments, it will be 1 2 3, the top of that third candle. Let me see how that will look like here. Okay, the pullback is coming in, but the question now is okay, I think I'll go with this one. Let's see if this one is going to work. All right, so I'm going to go with this one. I made some adjustments. I'll get you guys the new price level there. So the old one still works, but I'm just making some adjustment based on where price is currently at now. So price level there, so you can adjust yours. You can still leave the old one, but I'm just adjusting it just in case if they just want to swipe and start going back. Of course, this will affect our TP if we are using the new approach or the new entry point, which means our TP will be slightly now above there. Okay. We need everything to happen before 9:30, guys. Before 9:30. If it doesn't occur before 9:30, then uh, I don't know what else.
But how do you go ahead? I have to pause. But I'm sure I'm repeating the story again.
Okay.
Why? Why you want to? Why you want to take me out? I see why. Why?
Somewhere there is okay.
Why you wanna take me out?
Alright, I'm gonna modify this. We'll drop this guy here.
Baby, 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 baby. You gotta take it easy, you're killing me.
Alright, so I just made some adjustment on the entry there just because of where price is currently at. Alright, so like I said, we need the pullback to occur before 9:30. Before 9:30. That's the only thing that will make this entry look very, very sharp to take. Alright, so let's see if we're gonna get the pullback on this particular guy. Alright, and yeah, I think that's the only thing that is remaining. If you guys have any question, please feel free to ask. Once it's 9:30, if we don't have an entry there, then we might consider closing the pending orders and wait for the afternoon section. Okay, so I made some adjustments to the position, the entry, the and the TP. The stop loss remains the same. Okay, the stop loss remains the same, I believe so, but I'll update it again. But I know it's the same, but just want to update it just in case we start something there. I for one is risking $6 30 something cents, and my so feel free to risk whatever you want to risk on it. Alright, feel free to risk anything you want to risk on it. So we'll just hold on to this, and we'll see how far we'll see how far we'll see if the pullback is going to come in. Okay,
Why you wanna take me out at night? Baby, 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 baby. You gotta take it easy, you're killing me. I say, baby, baby, baby. You gotta take it easy on me.
okay, maybe the pullback might, let's see if the pullback will come in before the 9:30. I like the fact that we are seeing that red candle coming in. All right, mind you, this is not financial advice, so if you're taking your risk, the risk is on you. All right, and while we are waiting for the pullback, I can see 3 people are currently joining live, and I'm seeing only 2 likes. The third person, please, plead with you, just give us the like. Thank you. I know it's your like. You can decide to give us if you want, you can decide not to give us if you don't want, but it would be nice if you give us. All right, that's the only way you can help the video to get promoted and people will know about the good things we do here. All right, people will get to know the good things we do here.
Damn.
Then if you're joining for the first time, feel free to subscribe.
I hate to
Just
say
feel free to
this,
subscribe.
pain in my soul,
And
but
maybe
I think
you
it's
are
time
joining,
to
but you feel like this
close.
content is not for
I'm
you, but
trying
you
to
know
record
someone
this
else
story again.
that will be interested in this kind of content. Feel free to share the video, spread the good news, and let your family, friends, well wishers, lover, etc., etc., to know about what we do here, and
Why you want
for he or she to join the community, and let's do this together and make money together. Hopefully at the end of the day we are aiming to make money, right? So it's not like we are here to waste time
why you wanna
and
take
chit
me
chat.
out at night?
All right, I need to join a meeting right now.
Baby, 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 baby.
So if you guys are not
Gotta
hearing my
take it easy,
voice,
you're killing
know
me.
that I am in another meeting.
I say, baby, baby, baby. You gotta take it easy on me. I called you so we can chill, but now you don't want to chill. What the hell is going on? I just want to chill, but it's like you got something up in your mind. Can you tell me what's in your mind? Now you're frowning like I did something wrong. I just want chill, that's all. You frown, I have to ask why. Or you want us to go to room now, but I don't want to go to room, baby. She trapped me to the room. Damn. Well, my speaker is low now, but damn. I hate to say this, pain in my soul, but I be good boy. I have to pause. But I'm sure I'm recording this story again.
Good morning, guys. My side I'm doing okay.
Why?
Today's my weekend,
Why you want to?
it was nice.
Why you want to take me
My
out
team finally won. Thank God for that. Yeah.
I say
Fortunately, we won.
why, why? Why you wanna take me out at night? Baby, 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 baby. You gotta take easy, you're killing me. I say baby, baby, baby. You gotta take it easy on me.
USD JPY. What the hell, man?
Called
Come
you so
on,
we
give
can
us the pool.
chill,
Give us the
but
touchdown. Why are you
now
reversing
you
from
want
there?
to
Give us the
chill.
touchdown.
What the hell is
Ha!
going
God
on?
damn it.
I just want to
This would
chill,
be sad,
but
man. Like,
it's like
this is
you
not what I
got something
envisioned.
up in your mind. Can you tell me what's
This
in
is
your
not what I
mind?
envisioned at all.
Now you're frowning like I did something wrong.
Would be a sad one,
I
and
just want chill, that's all.
oh, now that I'm thinking of, I can't.
You frown, I
I
have
just
to
can't. I
ask
just can't.
why.
I just can't.
But you want us to go to
I
room
just
now,
can't. That pullback,
but
market has left us behind, guys.
she trapped me to the room.
It came close to our entry, but now left us behind. And man,
Damn,
god damn it.
my speaker is low now, but damn, I hate to
I
say
think it's,
this,
it's because of
pain in
this.
my
There was a
soul,
gap here.
but
Immediately,
I be
price
good
came
boy.
into that
I have
gap.
to pause, but I'm sure I'm
So
recording this
immediately, price
story
came into
again.
that gap. it started going back up. We missed out on that entry, guys. It's unfortunate, but we did miss out on that entry. We've missed out on that entry, guys. We've missed out on that entry, and it's a very sad one. It's a very sad one. It's a sad one. It's actually sad, guys. The sad news is the pullback we expected did not get into our entry, guys. It did not. It came close, but it did not. But now on the second thought, maybe we would have entered a little bit at the top. Well, what can we do? We can't do anything. We just have to wait. If 9:30, I don't think. Would have been nice if they picked our order. To be honest. Well, all hope is not lost. We still have 9 minutes remaining. I don't know, but at this point, the way the price is looking like, I don't see them picking that price anymore. I don't see them coming into our entry. I don't see them coming into our entry anymore. Mm, Maybe what I should have done was instead of using that guy there, maybe we would have went for the gap, the top of that gap, which would make our entry to look more like this. It's a sad one. We missed out on that move, guys. It's a very sad one. Maybe we would have looked at something like this. All right, and that means our TP will be slightly a little bit up into that place there. So this would have been a very good entry for us. Would have been a good entry like that, you know. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. We missed out on that move, and it's a good buy. I think it's a very good buy. It's it's a very good buy. It's a very good buy. But it's unfortunate. The pullback came in considerably. I think they tried their best. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Remember when they came in here, we had that push. The follow up candle gave us a gap. All right. I'm going to delete these two guys. Okay, well, I'm not going to delete them. I don't know if I can hide it. Is there a way I can hide it? I don't know. There's no way I can hide. Okay, there is a hide here. Oh, okay, I can hide it. Okay. All right. So now you see, I had to hide those two guys. Price created the gap. You see that rectangular drawing there? That was the gap. You see how price came up. Let me use this part. So that's exactly what we wanted. Price came up, came back down. It is what it is. We can't do anything at this point. We can't cry more than we are crying already. But it's a sad one. We missed out on that entry, guys. Yeah, we missed out on that entry. I don't see the pullback coming in anymore. The pullback is already in, It was unfortunate they did not enter our our entry zone. It was a sad one. Look at that. So we had our entry around there. Price came up, came down, uh, did not enter the entry point. It just came close to it, and immediately price started reversing back up. And this was a very good setup. I'm not gonna lie, this USD JPY is a very good setup, but it's unfortunate for us. Price did not get down to our entry point. Now on second thought, guys, if we use the 21 EMA as our entry, we would have had a good entry here, because you can see when price came up, you see where do you see price bounce from? It bounced from that 21 EMA line. So assuming we added our entry there, all right, remember guys, our entry is somewhat below it. Let me see if I can, let me pull it up. This is the pending order there, all right. You see right there, where do you see the buy limit there? You see the buy limit there? You see the buy limit was below that EMA. You see price came close to it, but instead of it entering to pick up that buy, it started reversing. So that's why I'm saying it's quite unfortunate for us. Price came close to the entry we wanted, but you can see it did not pick up our order there. It did not pick up our order there, which is sad. All right, which is sad, but we can't do anything about that. We can't do anything about that. We can't do anything about that. It's a sad one. Remember, I told you guys, if the price doesn't pick our order before 9:30, then we will leave it alone. And this is already 9. It's going to 9:15, so we have one more candle, and that would bring us to 9:30, right? So what it means is that getting a pullback before the stipulated time is almost impossible at this point now. All right, and you can see price, as for me, I think price has already done the pullback it needed to do, and the next thing price is doing now is for a complete buy. All right, if we want to be stubborn, let's say we want to be stubborn, that we really want to get something out of this market, do you know what we will do? I don't recommend this. I know I said we would focus more on trading the best setup we see, but what I would recommend we will do, we will scalp it. So what do I mean by scalping? We'll scalp it in the sense that instead of waiting for that pullback to bring us back into uh, our initial pending price level, what I would recommend is, I think is what I'm going to do. Well, what we'll do it together. We'll do it here together. All right. Let's put it that way. We'll do it here together. For whoever that is joining live, we'll do it here together. All right. So if you're of the opinion that we should scalp this market, regardless of the fact that they did not enter our pending price, if you think we should scalp it, let me know. If you think you should leave it alone, let me know. All right. I want to I want to know you guys' opinion. But if you ask me, I think we should leave it alone. All right, because I said this month we would only focus on the setup we want to see. Anything outside it, we will not listen to it. But right now, I'm a little bit tempted to scalp. All right, I'm a little bit tempted to scalp. Considering where the price is, you see that blue line is the 100 EMA line. The orange one obviously is the 21 EMA. You see price bounced from both of them, which is a great support, bounced from both of them and started trading back into that area. All right. Uh, Wait a minute. I want to see something. Sorry. Oh my god. I want to see something. Okay. Okay. Well, there is no need to force it. I'm not going to force it. We'll leave it alone. All right. We'll leave it alone. Let me see what DXY is doing. Let me see if we can scalp it. Okay, DXY is looking not bad. Let me see what. Let me see if DXY has crossed over its EMA here. Okay, DXY failed to cross over its EMA, so I think that's fair enough. I think that's fair enough. So we will not scalp it. We will not scalp it, guys. We will not scalp it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why? Be fair, I agree with you. I agree with you. I just looked at DXY now. DXY is not looking. It's not in a good position for us to want to scalp it. I don't even recommend scalping it, even if DXY is looking okay. I wouldn't even recommend us scalping it. So why? Be fair. Thank you for that. Um, yeah, we'll not scalp it. Let's leave it alone. All right. The only thing we can do is let's see if they're going to pull back into the entry now. It's now or never. So if this particular candle that you see here needs to trade down into our entry. If it doesn't trade down into our entry and that candle completely closes, all right, which that will be occurring in about maybe 13 minutes or so. All right, so if that particular candle fails to get into our entry before it completely closes, you know what to do. You just come here and close your pending price. We'll close the stream, then we'll come back again in the afternoon. All right, so that's my take on that. That's my take on that. So the pullback, it's either now or never. All right, or rather, let me not say the pullback is either now or never, because I think price have already done a pullback. So the question now is, will they run another pullback that will pick our entry? All right, so it's either now or never. It's either now or never. Pick our entry now or never. That's the situation we are in right now. BTC is buying. Let's see what BTC is doing. BTC is doing.
You from? I have to ask why.
Okay,
But
this
you
is
want
what we
us
call
to go
complete
through
demolition.
now, but
Complete demolition. As you guys can see,
she trapped me to the room.
the Russians, according to our World War One approach to viewing the markets. Remember, I said the Russians are the bulls, the bears are the Germans. So on BTC USD, the Russians has successfully reclaimed the boundary of the Germans. All right. So the next thing now is we'll be doing another adjustment on price here to get the top, the middle. Obviously, the bottom will still be this guy because that's the bottom that you see price is using to take out that high. If we adjust the high, obviously the high now will be the last high here. The middle is yet to be decided because you can see the market is still trying to find a high that will be the main high. But of course, each candle you see that is printed here will be adjusting this top. All right, until we get a swing top there, then we can now use that to measure out the middle point. All right, but one thing you need to know for sure is here on BTC. Let me retrace back. This was the initial drawing. All right, you see BTC has already taken the top out, so that means this market has flipped from a bearish trend to a bullish trend. So any pullback now on BTC back into that range, of course, will be a buy. All right, so for me, anything you are looking for now on BTC should be a buy. At least aiming for all these swing tops here. You should be aiming for this guy because here is a liquidity to take. Here is a liquidity to take. All right, those are the places I would say BTC is aiming to go back to take them. All right, so look out for that. Maybe we might also look out for BTC on the afternoon section because right now in the morning section we cannot do anything around it for now. All right, so we just have to take a chill pill. It's good that we see what BTC is doing, so we'll be more interested to see what it will be doing in the afternoon section because that's when we'll try to see how we can engage the market. All right, remember we have an order here. We are trying to see if we can get a pending our pending order here to be triggered, but we have like 6 minutes to go for that particular candle to completely print. And remember, I told you guys something. Once it is 9:30, we don't engage. We'll pull out, we'll withdraw all of our guns, go home, come back in the afternoon in order to attack again. All right, it was quite unfortunate that the first pullback that came in here, it did not enter our entry. All right, it came close to our entry but did not trigger our entry. All right, it did not trade down into our entry, which is fine. All right, it's fine. There is no need to force it. There is no need to it's fine. It's completely fine. All right, so for like my guys that watch anime with me, and I would read exact thing Ferran me dropped, and that was exact thing I mean. See, I fear not the man who has mastered 10,000 kicks, but I fear the man who has mastered one kick 10,000 times. That's a strong word, my people. I'd advise you to write that down. Put it at your, doorstep, so that anytime you wake up, you're about to leave your home for your work or for anything at all, you will see that right up. It's a very strong word, and in my opinion, I think it's valid. It's very, very valid. All right, very very valid. And you know the funny thing, if you watch that Demon Slayer, Zenith, I don't know why I keep on Zenith Stew. I'll be Zenith Stew, sha. But you get the point. The guy used to be very very afraid. You know, he doesn't have confidence in himself. He doesn't even believe that he's strong. But amongst all his peers, I think he's the strongest. Regardless that he knows just one kick, just one skill. He doesn't know about others, just one. And in the recent episodes, I think when the Muzan took them to that chamber, that demon chamber thing. If you're watching Demon Slayer, you will know the chamber I'm talking about. There was a letter they gave Zenitsu, and I think the letter, they did not tell us the content of the letter, but the letter totally changed Zenitsu mood. It was crazy. I can't wait to see the new episodes that will be coming out on Demon Slayer. I think they said the movie will come out first. I don't know, but I wouldn't want to give you guys wrong information. Anyway, we are not talking about anime here, but you know, to whom it may concern, that is following up on that. I for one is following up on Demon Slayer, so I'm very interested to know when they will release that. For me, if you have any information, please let me know, because I can't wait to see Zenitsu on that chamber. All the Hashira was trembling. Not all, some of them were trembling, you know, some of them were surprised when they came into that chamber, but for Zenitsu, no emotion. The guy was very mean, no emotion. Like all his fears were no, trust me, you will not understand what I'm saying until you watch it. Just go and watch Demon Slayer. If you've not watched it, I recommend you to. Then if you have more time, I'll recommend you go watch Naruto if you've not watched it. Go and watch Naruto if you've not watched it. The graphics might not be like the, is it contemporary or subsequent animes, you know, the newer versions of the animes, when you know devices, the technology has improved, so the animation and everything is more improved now, you know. But when it comes to the story depth, you know, storytelling, Naruto is on another level. I don't think I've watched any anime that beats Naruto on story level. All right, I don't think I've seen. I've watched my Hero Academia. The Infinity Castle movie. Is it okay? I think that's the Demon Slayer a while ago. So that's the recent one, right? Okay, I think that's what I was spent today to do, right? I'll go watch it today, guys. Thank you for that, because I know about the movie coming out, but I don't know that it is already out. Okay. Okay, sharp, 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 sharp. Ferrami, now you are the one enjoying, no? You are really, really enjoying it. We have 1 minute to go, though. Please, don't spoil it for me. Thank you. Let's leave it there. Ferrami, thank you very much. I know he was so calm. Yeah, even before the preparation of that movie, I expected that, and I think it was because of that letter they gave him in that episode before the movie, right? Yeah, yeah. So let's leave it there. Thank you very much. No spoiler. Thank you for running me. I appreciate the small details you've given me. I just need to go and watch it now. I need to go and watch it. I think that's what I'll do after this live streaming. I don't have much work. I might use my time to spend it before the afternoon section. All right, guys. I think that's it. It's already less than 10 seconds to go, and that candle is not yet coming into our entry. So what we are going to do is we are going to close all pending orders. So you can see me. I'm going to close mine now. All right. I'm closing mine now. Yeah, I've deleted my pending order. You can see it there. So It was quite unfortunate that price did not trigger our entry before 9:30. If you still want to hold your position for the pending entry, well, that's your own decision to make. I won't decide for you, right? But for me, according to my playbook that I've been using from 2 months ago, which I wouldn't want to start changing it now. I made a couple of changes in the past month, all right, which the past month did not go so well, to be honest, if I'm being honest. Some wins, some losses. The losses took out the wins. Some of the wins will, cover up for our losses. We are trying out new things. I even tried scalping. I tried a couple of other strategies, all right, and all of them I did not just change anything. Rather, I think it even made it worse. So that's why I'm going back to the status quo, which is from the previous month. We are going back to um, the quarter approach. Remember, that's what we've been doing, and that's what we are doing. Okay, but I'm adding it a touch of the zigzag just to get a trend bias, be able to get the top, the bottom, the middle, and all of that. All right. So with that said, guys, I really appreciate each and every one of you that joined for this morning section. Ferran me, thank you for letting me know that the movie is out. I would just need to go and watch it right now. You said it's the Infinite Castle movie. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I'm going to do immediately after closing this live stream. Alright, if you're joining us for the first time, subscribe and turn on your notification. If you've subscribed and you're just watching this video but you've not liked this video, please like the video before you step out. With that said, guys, I will see you guys in the afternoon section, and I hope you guys do have a productive and a wonderful day out there. See you guys in the afternoon section. Bye bye for now.
I'm sure I'm repping